Well, you know, to be competitive on the European market, you need to have the technology for sure. And there's been a great breakthrough by the Chinese industry in the last years, that's obvious. But at the same time, you've got to be now locally manufacturing, which we are doing at Dacia for a long time. And you've got to possess a network of suppliers, know-how, factories, etc., which takes a little time. And more importantly, you have to fit to the exact need of the market, which we know very well. Example, in this country, in England, we are selling an affordable electric car, small car, called Spring. And this car is the most affordable electric car as we speak in England. And by the way, it's #1 in the segment of the small cars. So Dacia is all about this, is making mobility affordable. This is what we strive for.
Well, on that note, I mean, we've seen in contrast to Dacia, a lot of the European car makers enter the EV market on the more premium end. And then the strategy was to move into the more affordable part of the market later on, because it's so difficult to make affordable cars profitable. So how do you manage the balance between delivering a car that is at the lower end of the price range, but still ensuring that it's profitable for you?
Yeah, for sure. What we do actually, we have a group strategy. We reuse the asset developed by the group, which are under the Renault brand, and we use them back into our car. At the same time, what we do is we do essential car, that we don't put any superfluous inside of our car. As stupid as it seems, none of our cars so far have an electric seat, right? Because you don't use electric seat at home, so why would you have them in your car, right? So we just don't put them, which make car perfectly meeting the customer expectation, but still having nothing superfluous. And on top of that, by reusing the asset, we reuse the development, the R&D, and in some cases, the industrial assets, so we amortize much less than competition, which makes that we reach a sweet spot for this Dacia Electric we just talked about, but also for the rest of our cars. We're just now launching Bigster that we're just seeing on screen, as you can see. And the Bigster is a full-size SUV. These cars are trading today, this is the #1 segment in England. 1 car out of 3 is on that segment in England. They usually trade for more than 35,000, 37,000 pounds, and we start at 25,000.
What are you talking about?
So we're arriving with very aggressive price proposal because of the way we are building the cars.
I want to get to the building part, because we've had a lot of conversations in recent weeks, and I spoke to Nissan CEO this week, and we were talking about how quickly they're trying to get the cars to market. But what's jumped out is that they're still way behind the speed that the Chinese can bring a car to market. So how long does it take you to bring a car to market, and do you think it's quick enough?
Yeah, in the new development in the group, we've been working hard, indeed, under the pressure of competition. And now we got a program, we call it Leap 100, which is between what we call the concept freeze. Concept freeze is I define my car, the size, what I want, really even the design of the car, and the start of production is 100 week, which is 2 years, okay, which is pretty competitive in the market.
That does seem quite quick. I mean, I was talking about much larger numbers than that.
It used to be much more before,
Exactly.
but now we're working on that. For that, we reduce the diversity that we're offering, and we start with a few variants of the car, and then we grow them. But it permits to be way quicker on the market, which is so important today because technologies are moving all the time. And the later you can make the choice of what you're going to put in your car, like which battery shall I have, what will be the autonomy of the battery, the later you can decide, the better choice you make.